My head feels heavy. I drag myself through the day while trying to ignore the weight of my nightmare. That face, had I seen it before? Have I ever had a traumatic experience with a mask? My mind wanders. I can't help it. I try to ignore it, but that seems impossible. I keep hearing the scream and seeing that face. So instead, I try something else. I try to remember other impactful nightmares. Maybe by analyzing those, other mysteries will reveal itself. I start with one that has haunted me for years. It was well over 2 years ago, but the memory still lays fresh upon my mind, as if I had the nightmare only yesterday. Strange, just how selective the brain can be in memorizing data. I put my chin in my hand and whisper, "The punished forest." I'm running. What from? I do not know, but it's closing distance. I run as fast as I can. I'm in a forest. It's the dark of night, and the trees look ominous against the pale moonlight. My heart is pounding in my chest. As I fear for my life while I run, it becomes clear to me that this forest feels scarily similar to a maze with no exit, a game without a prize. I don't even notice my fatigued state, because the adrenaline that runs through my body keeps my legs moving. I decide to focus more on what I'm seeing, to see clues for an exit. Boy, was that a mistake. As I'm running for my life, I notice something hanging from a tree I ran past several times. It's a body, a human body, hanging upside down with a rope tied around its feet. The rope is connected to one of the branches. I panic. That was not there before. I run harder and faster, but the impending threat of the unknown entity comes ever closer. The more I run, the more bodies I notice hanging from the trees. But it gets worse. The more I run, the more mangled and disturbing the bodies become. They were just pale human bodies at first, but then they got more cuts and bruises. Then sometimes limbs were removed, and then I noticed a horrifying body with its eyes scooped out. The ears were cut off, and I saw that someone or something had carved a number in the chest. 7. I gag. My stomach turns, but I can't afford to stop and throw up. If I stop, it will do the same thing to me. The bodies are abundantly hanging from the trees now, and the pale moonlight is dizzying me. I try to focus on something, but it's not right. Something's not right, something... And then it hit me. I wasn't seeing these bodies myself. I was watching me see them. I saw myself running, gagging, gasping for air. I saw what the mysterious entity was seeing. I saw myself desperately trying to get away, but it was a fruitless effort. The entity grew ever closer and closer until... it caught me. There was nothing. No moonlight. No sound. Nothing. And then, out of nowhere, I saw myself. My body. Now a mangled corpse, hanging upside down from one of the trees. I snap back to the here and now. My heart pounds heavily in my chest. My eyes water and feel dry at the same time. I look around in my living room. The birds are chirping, the sun is setting, and my computer screen stares at me like it always does. Everything is back to normal, and yet I feel uneasy, unsafe. I try to remember the last time I felt safe.